hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Entertainment so time come to y'all with another video. We talking Love Island. We talking Monday night's episode and Sunday night's episode. Well, Tuesday night episode and Monday night's episode. Okay. So the episode starts off with really a lot of the cast reacting to the fact that TT and KC were voted in the top 4 couples. I didn't like the fact that they were being so dramatic about it, as if like KC's some horrible person. You already know how I feel about the fact that the KC to me was treated many ways on social media. I wasn't a big fan of that. Like the cast is really worked as to what's going on in the villa. So this season to me was so important to have that social media challenge to where they reveal the tweets about what America thinks about the cast, because some of them need to get a little bit of a reality check as to what's really going on in the villa, because they're so out of touch as to what's going on. Now I will say TT and Casey will surprise them damn selves. So, let's mention that. But for the other cast to act like it was just so disgusting is crazy. Like, it was Kata for me. She's like, oh my God, what about KC? Like, fuck. Like, how? Like, you and your smoker voice, I know something. Like, I'm just so sick of her. Of course, Kata, being the insecure girl that she is, she blames herself. She feels as if when she was talking to Zach, she was thinking that America hates her. She's like, Zach, I think America hates me. That's why they voted us. That's why we didn't get in the top 4. So I think America is hate because of how I talk to you. Whole time is Zach's fault. But she does not realize that because she thinks that she's the problem. Meanwhile, it's really Zach. Now, I do want to know who voted Sincere and Mel to be most compatible, because y'all got this little delusional girl thinking that her and Sincere are like the most compatible couple ever. And it really bothered me this episode. And we're talking about Monday night's episode. It really bothered me. Okay. I really want to know who's voting that way. And y'all need to stop. Okay. It's not okay. It's not cool. And y'all need to be stopped. Like straight up. Okay. Because the fact that y'all are letting her live in this delusion is why she's going to continue to stay with this man. Okay? This man does not like her. Straight up. Y'all keep letting her live in this delusion. It's really, really bad. It's just like what makes it worse is the fact that, of course, she has no contact with the outside world, but Melanie is going to be in for a rude awakening when she gets out of that villa. Because the way that she was acting after that whole voting situation, ugh, I can't. Now, I will say I agree with what Kenzie said in this episode. I don't get how Anaya and Carl were voted. Um, we're not in the bottom or up for some type of elimination because of how Carl and Anaya got back together, because he did not. Essentially, if you really think about it, Anaya did not pick Carl because America had to bring him back. So he really was a second option. So I agree with Kenzie when it comes to that. Like, I do agree with that. I feel like America, although they are compatible, it's compatibility out of convenience. It's not compatibility out of wanting. And that's the issue. And that's why I don't feel like Carl and Anaya will last outside of the house, because I feel like he's gonna slowly but surely resent her, especially when he gets out the villa and sees what everybody is saying, especially what America is saying. Okay. Now, we get freaking Bryce telling Zach that him and Trinity had, playtime. And here comes Zach. I saw your child before she did. He always has to throw that in there. There's shade. You know what I'm saying? He has to let us know that. So it's the next morning. Kenzie gonna ask the girls, so like, if you guys had to stand behind me for elimination, would you guys have gotten rid of me? Child, silence goes the girls. Here comes Trinity. I think it was either Trinity or I. They go, I don't think we should talk or think about that. And I was like, oh yeah, of course. Y'all don't want to talk and think about that. That was crazy to me. Like, Kizzy, you don't be asking nothing like that. Okay. Now, if they go silent, when they have to answer something like that is given that they were going to vote you off. Okay? 9 times out of 10, they were going to get rid of you. That's the answer. So Dylan is having second thoughts. He has a conversation with Carl, and he feels like he swept his feelings under the rug. Something about Dylan I don't like. It's something about him that's very inauthentic. That whole crying thing seemed to me a little bit of theatrical. A lot of these people on these shows pursue acting, so they know how to turn it on and off. Because how you just now having these feelings and having these thoughts, you should have been said something, not way later. Now that everybody's reacting to it, to me, it's a little performative, in my opinion, but I do understand how he feels. He's 100% right in how his feelings is. I just wish he had said it earlier because now it gives across like you're kind of pulling for straws to make her look bad. Now, Kenzie, you should have knew this was gonna happen. One thing about a dude, they're gonna resent the up out of you. Okay, you embarrass that man, and that man's embarrassment is going to last forever, especially now that it's all over national television. These two will not last outside the villa. And from the latest episode, it don't even look like they're going to make it out of the villa. So there's that on that. The girls end up getting like a text competition. I got a text in my Corbin voice. They end up getting a text for them to do these challenges. Most of the episode was just them doing these challenges. They had one of them was they had to get the guys to all say French fry. That Trinity hopped on that challenge so quick. I say, "You nasty bitch." She was she was like, "I got it." French fry. I got it. Like she hopped on it quick. Like I get what production was trying to do, but to make the whole episode about challenges, like, come on now. Like they were trying to get the Islanders in trouble when it comes to like the kissing or get another boy Islander to kiss you. Uh Now what was funny was when they said one of the challenges was to get two boys to give you a back rub. Here go the girls. Kenzie, you got that. Kata, this Kata, Kenzie, you got it. I'm like, oh, Kenzie, they be playing in your face, girl. It is so funny to watch. Like, I'm sorry. Now, another part that was funny was Anaya having to find like lost something and she had to get one of the Villa boys to find it for her, and it ended up being KC. So that was funny because KC was wondering why the is he having to do any of that. So and it was even hilarious because TT kind of threw in that assist. So it was cute, but once again, like it was a little bit filler. They're running out of things to do at this point. It's coming to the end of the season. So Kenzie ends up having a conversation with Dylan, and Dylan basically says he still feels a way about the whole situation that happened with Gal, and basically how when he saw movie night, he saw how he did the same thing to she did the same thing to Corbin, and she's like, like it's not really the same. Like I'm really liking you for you, and I told you like I wanted you to go to my grandparents' lake house, go on the boat. I don't really say that to a lot of people. All I kept thinking is, what's up with y'all white people in boats? It's no shade. After the recent incident that happened in that state with that man, Mr. Nolan, I'm not trying to go on no boat. No shade. Y'all not about to throw me overboard. Dylan, you got to be very careful going on that boat because next thing you know, you're going to be missing. I'm just saying, okay? So I don't know if that's a good idea, babe. I don't think it's a good idea. But, okay, in the words of Josh, I'm going to let you keep living it up. And by the way, Kenzie is a liar because you told Caleb you wanted to introduce him to your family and how Caleb is the only dude you could see introducing to your family, et cetera, et cetera. So Kenzie full of cap. Like, and Dylan ends up calling her out about that in that conversation later on. And basically, she was kind of cooped up with words because she's like, I never said I was going to take Caleb home or I wanted to introduce Caleb to my parents. I never said that. Whole time, you did. You did. Okay. You kind of, you push that there. You push that narrative that he's a, Southern country boy and how you was going to introduce him to your parents, so on and so forth. Like, you did push that narrative. And the big problem with Kenzie is the girls enable her behavior. And that's the problem. So to me, I blame a lot of the girls because they keep enabling Kenzie, and she keeps thinking that she's right. So they get a challenge in the middle of the night, the girls do on the next episode, and they get a time away from the villa. Okay, it was nice to see the scenery of Fiji outside of the villa. So the girls end up just talking about their relationships and stuff. TT ends up crying. I said, "Oh, like she really do like Casey. Casey, you better not break her heart." Okay. I'm gonna be like, then gonna get your heart a break, gonna get your heart a break. Ain't so much you can take. Get your heart a break, gonna get your heart a break. Yeah, 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 yeah. You better not break her heart. Cause I know something. Okay. It was good to see her get emotional about it because she really do care. As much as some of y'all say that she don't really like him like that. So that was nice to see. Kenzie's venting about Dylan, and the girls are like, "Oh yeah, like if he's not gonna get over it, he needs to leave you alone." And that I'm like, "See, this is what I'm talking about. This is why Kenzie refuses to take accountability and really give a heartfelt apology because people are telling her she's right." By the way, Love Island is like hella produced because like them crawling in the middle of the night like that. You mean to tell me none of the boys got up like what's going on? Like me, I'm suspicious like that. I'm gonna be looking around and all that. So I don't know if I believe all that, but we gonna let y'all sell us the dream. So they get back to the villa. All the boys are happy as if they've been away for days. And Kenzie gives a heartfelt apology to Dylan because she's like, I really feel bad about it. So I just want to say I'm sorry in a very heartfelt type of way or whatever. And I was like, oh, yeah, right. You just doing that for the show. Listen, Kenzie want that money too at the end of the day. Let's keep it a buckarooski. She not gonna win the money, but she really wants the money, if we're gonna be honest. Now, Casey and his Michael Jackson shoes wants to ask TT about him being his girlfriend. By the way, Casey, why you be wearing them Michael Jackson loafers? And are you okay? And you Anaya, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Anaya, are you okay? Anaya, are you okay? Are you okay? Anaya, are you okay? Y'all be seeing those loafers that my twin be wearing. I let him borrow it for the show. Every time I be seeing them loafers, I be cracking up. I'm like, that's the only pairs of shoes that you own, Casey, because he loved to wear about them shoes. So Zach and Kata end up going this exclusive route, which Trinity was not a fan of, and she feels like it's a situationship. Okay. And that really hurt Zeta's feelings. And it bothered her to the fact that she felt like one of her best friends, Trinity, is really calling her out on her ish and doesn't like the whole situationship comment. She was even crying to Zach about it. Zach's just like, that's how I felt. They tried to get us off the villa and all that. Like, it became like this whole thing. And I will say, do I think the relationship's a situationship? No, it is like a relationship, but the problem is Zach to me, he's not a serious person. And I'm the same type of way. Like I joke around and all, but it's like when it comes to like relationship and dating type stuff, like don't play with me. Like stop joking. I don't like that because I feel like you take me as a joke. And I don't like to be taken as a joke. So I get that 100%. Like that would really bother me if I was Kata because I think Kata thinks that she's being taken as a joke a lot of the times that they're together. And I would see how she feels like because Zach play around too much. I don't like that. I don't like when people play around too much when it comes to relationships. Like, it would make my skin crawl. So I get it. But I will say they're not gonna last outside the villa. They're just not. They are just not. Okay. So now it's the plan for TT and KC to become official. And it's coming with the assist of Bryce. It's coming with the assist of Zach. Okay. Anaya also in this episode has a new wig. No shade. Okay. Lent by Trinity. The new wig is a longer, okay, a longer curly wavy bust. Not a bust down, but a longer curly wig, and her and Trinity in this episode are looking like twins, girl. La la. I said, I know that's right. Trinity looks, I mean, not Trinity, but Anaya looks sick when Casey was asking TT to become his girlfriend. He didn't know what to do. And it was a little funny to me, okay? Because Anaya basically saw what she missed out on and she did end up saying yes. So that was very, very cute. I hope they do last outside of the villa. I think they're an attractive couple. I know a lot of people have been coming at TT because of her past. She was very young at the time, and I don't think that it's okay to judge her off of stuff that happened years ago because that's probably not the type of person that she is now, especially going on a show like Love Island. Okay, because it does take a lot of maturity to not slap the up out of it in that villa. Okay. Anyways, y'all, let me know what y'all think down below about these two episodes and where our babies.